Hello, everyone. I'm Karl, co-founder and CTO of Subatomic. Stop buying tools, software that's static, keeps you at your desk if you want any work done, focuses you on the wrong stuff, and basically doesn't work where you like to work, whether it's in an app, on your mobile, text, chat, like Teams or Slack. Move to the dynamic. Your focused work every day, meaningfully growing your business, and dynamically having a chief of staff that leads a bunch of AI coworkers trained on your way. So, while you were asleep overnight, your chief of staff has gotten you prepared for your day, gets you the daily brief, and you know in aggregate everything that needs to be done. And if you're riding into work needing to hear about it.
Here's what needs your attention today. First, there are several urgent client issues that require immediate action to avoid compliance breaches and service gaps.
Now let's assume you're at work now. You can actually look at more of it and take actions that are required immediately, both to drive growth, to de-risk your book, and to make sure you're compliant with all the work that you have from a scheduled perspective from today moving forward. You can see in here you get key questions you could ask right off the top, but you're not limited to these quick asks. Brief summaries about your executive snapshot. You have compliance and critical service gaps. You have, from your scheduling perspective, meetings and upcoming ones that you need to be considering with your immediate touch points. And you have critical overdue compliance-related things, including modeling different events. Keep in mind, these events aren't singular within a single service of yours, like financial investment planning, or tax, or estate, or retirement, and so forth. These events can cross your services and require complex thought, reasoning that's not only standards, but your way again. So when you work with Subatomic, you have that cognition, and it sits atop a unified foundation so you can trust it. So why don't we actually model this one out? So down here, I have a number of actions I can model. In fact, if you wanted me to do any of these, find me, I'll do it personally for you. Let's model Victoria Foster. And look, immediately, you have a prompt generated for you. You don't have to learn how to be the best prompt engineer. Subatomic IQ knows the best way to prompt and give you the rich textual and visual information and insights, open questions you should be additionally thinking or your client should be considering, and you would go ahead and ask, and recommendations, one click away from generating workflow and assigning out who needs to actually take action. So let's run this. Now, as you see it run, again, that unified data layer that we've built with rigor, cleanliness, unified on your PII of your customers, unified on all your terms, so everyone's using the same language. It's getting pulled together, and now we've got the actions of the coworkers taking further action on it. You can see how much work they're doing as they go through this process. And within 30 seconds, you can get a rich analysis that crosses those services I just mentioned a moment ago. Now, I could have done this from Slack, like I mentioned earlier. It could be anywhere you're working from. And I'll show you an example of that shortly as well. Just as a total hand count, how many people have 5 or more systems? Only a few so far. Come on, in reality, are you working? There we go. So all this synthesis to make sure that your knowledge is understood in the data layer and your cognition can run properly, it's a lot of work in the background. Overnight, these coworkers have been getting all the data ready for you, even before this request started processing against that data. And again, this is a complex question because of all those services. So it takes about 30 seconds to run.
Thank you, Karl. I appreciate it. Judges, turning to you for initial feedback. Tim, I'm going to start with you.
I was really impressed with the cleanliness of the UI. It looked easy to use and navigate and find what you wanted at a glance in the dashboard stuff. So I thought that was really quite compelling.
Verity.
Yeah, I think just the idea of being able to holistically grab information from multiple systems, right? Having things instead of it being very siloed, all together in one place, makes that AI functionality a lot more useful.
Appreciate that. Jason.
Yeah, I think there's a battle for the thing we're going to stare at as advisors, right? Everybody has different silos. All these silos are pulling in using AI from different places. CRMs want you to look there, note takers want you to look there, but they're all coming at it from one angle. I think having something clean that basically becomes the thing that is trying to get that brings it all in one place is a compelling value proposition.
All right, thank you, judges, for paying very close attention.